I loved eating because my parents, living in France, would always eat a lot. So I decided to try it. I went to culinary school, really liked it. Started working in some 3 Michelin star restaurants in France, really liked it. And but then I went to the US, worked in the US. In the US, I was working for a chef that, 20 years ago was using a bit of Asian ingredients, coconut, lemongrass, and I really liked it. I wanted to learn more. And I decided I wanted to go to Asia to learn more. And I got hired by a Singaporean company to come to Bali in 1995. So 23 years ago. I haven't been here for 23 years. I worked here for 2 years, then I went back to the US, worked for a couple years, and then in between married an Indonesian, and so I came back eventually. So basically, I'm a French chef, but I'm in Bali. So I use the products of Bali. It's like an artist. So if you're a painter and you have new colors, the new colors are going to be exciting, right? So as a chef, new flavors were exciting. I discovered not 3 new ingredients, not 10 new ingredients, not 50 new ingredients, but thousands of new ingredients, thousands of new flavors. Indonesian cuisine is extremely rich. Every island has different flavors. And so it was like an explosion of discovery. And discovery is challenging and exciting. So I kind of developed my own style of cooking because of where I am. So my success is because of Bali, not because of me. The concept of Mozaic is to discover, right? You come to Bali as a tourist, at least you want to discover. And here we're really about showcasing something unique that you cannot get. There are some ingredients we use that you cannot get outside of Indonesia. They don't even exist outside of Indonesia. And that's really what we're trying to share through our food. So the king is the flavor. Some chefs will say that the protein is the king, right? The chicken or the beef or the fish. Us, the king is the spice. And so when you taste the dish, you will either taste the spice or you will taste the dish as in a spice mix. For example, the Indonesians make a soup called rawon, and it's made with a black nut called kluwak. So I could use a kluwak and make a dessert with it, or I could serve you rawon and make something creative. So there is either the ingredient or the flavor, but it's still French or French cuisine. It's only tasting menus. You do a 6-course tasting menu, an 8-course tasting menu, and we also offer a wine pairing. So you can discover not only the flavors, but also the wines with the flavors. So it's a discovery. It's an adventure, if you want. So I think the most important thing is the mindset. People have to have an open mindset. If they're too classic, if they're too strict in what they do. A lot of people in fine dining are very strict, and we've had many chefs, New Zealand, Australia, England, as I said, Spanish, Norwegian, Danish. And so you can really tell that different people have very different ways of tasting and balancing things, So being a European or a French chef, we need to make sure that we have someone with a European palate. I was telling you, Mozaic is all about an experience. Well, we want to offer different experiences. So when you're in the restaurant, it's a pretty normal setting. You're in the restaurant, we only come and disturb you when we serve you the food. There, it's really a theater, because you're watching the chef cook every dish that you're going to be eating. So you can privatize it and really start putting, actually cooking with the chef, or you can come as an individual guest and the chef will come and show you what he's doing. So it's a culinary theater. If we close ourselves, we don't get new ideas. You have to open ourselves to get new ideas. So we have guest chefs who come here 2 or 3 times a year from everywhere in the world. I mean, it depends on my contacts. So I try to do events abroad. I meet chefs, I invite them, and then one day I'm coming to Bali. Great, let's do something. So exchange is important for us, definitely. So my mission, my vision is to really bring Indonesian flavors on an international level.